Die Harder is the second installment in the Die Hard series released in 1990. It stars Bruce Willis, who reprises his role as New York Police Detective John McClane, Bonnie Bedelia, who reprises her role as Holly McClane, William Sadler, William Atherton, Denise Brand, Fred Dalton Thompson, and John Amos, as well as William Sadler, William Atherton, Denise Brand, Fred Dalton Thompson, and John Amos. The film is based on the novel 58 Minutes by Walter Wager. The basis of the novel is the same, a cop must call terrorists.
The terrorists are skilled and well armed, and there are a lot of them. Johnny's strategy involves keeping them off guard with lighting attacks from his hiding place on an upper floor of the building that is still under construction. This plan involves the deployment of a great many stunts and special effects, such as when John swings through a plate glass window on the end of the fire rope, or when he drops plastic explosive down the elevator shaft. The connection of this scene to Gibson's theory is that when John saw armed men, knew that he cannot fight with those guys alone, so he thinks a strategy for that, and when he finally thinks of a way, then that's the time that he applied it.
Perception. It affects the way we view everything around us. The way we view the world and everything around us has a direct effect on our thoughts, actions, and behavior. It helps us relate things to one another and be able to recognize situations, objects, and patterns. Through the perceptual process, we gain information about properties and elements of the environment that are critical to our survival. Perception not only creates our experience of the world around us, it allows us to act within our environment. The environmental stimulus. The world is full of stimuli that can attract attention through various senses. The environmental stimulus is everything in the environment that has the potential to be perceived. The attentive stimulus is a specific object in the environment on which attention is focused.
As a member of a police force, John McClane is well experienced in high-speed inputs of motion in his vision. So we can say that McClane is adept in receiving constant information from his retina that it can help in his reflexes, shooting ability, and precise decision-making. As we move through time and space, pattern of light continues to change at a rapid speed. So like a pilot who is well trained in driving much-powered planes and handles certain amount of G-force, we can say the main character's skillful use of perception really helped him through the course of the movie.
The movie shows that the main character using perception based on what they hear on the radio device for communication. They track how the opponent moves with their hearing to get information, just like Gibson's explanation theory. Gibson's theory is a highly ecological valid theory as it puts perception back into the real world. This suggests perception is necessary for survival. Without perception, we would live in a very dangerous environment.
Therefore, the brain has to guess what a person sees based on past experience. We actively construct our perception of reality. As John McClane is a police force, his experience and knowledge helps him to process quickly and respond to what his environment perceives to him. Understanding perception is important because it affects everyday life. The bottom-up processing is one of the approaches that can help us explain why and how people can perceive things differently. All people are different from one another, so naturally our perception will sometimes differ as well. It is interesting to see just how much our perception differs. Through the perceptual process, we gain information about the properties and elements of the environment that are critical to our survival. Perception not only creates our experience of the world around us, it allows us to act within our environment.